There is a moment that arrives after the heavy work of healing, a moment where you finally feel as though you have reached the other side. You spend years establishing your worth. You stop chasing validation, you practice self-respect, and you realize your value is independent of other people's opinions. It is easy to assume that reaching this state of self-love acts as a permanent shield. You think that because you finally know your worth, the anxiety and the dread have been eliminated. But treating emotional growth as a final destination creates a blind spot. Healing does not freeze time, and life continues to test those boundaries as soon as you step back into the world. Right when you feel most secure, the dread suddenly bleeds back in. You enter a new relationship or face a major shift, and your heart begins to race again. The old, familiar panic of abandonment creeps up. You find yourself terrified of rejection or paralyzed by the thought of losing the people you love. This creates an immediate internal crisis. You wonder if feeling fear again means the healing process failed, or if you are still broken in ways you cannot see. There is a gap between the brain and the body. Intellectual self-worth is a powerful tool, but it does not automatically silence the physiological terror of the unknown. Instead of trying to force the anxiety away, the only path forward is to stop fighting it. You have to observe the panic and ask what it is actually protecting. This map shows how these negative emotions connect directly to your values. The fear of loss, rejection, and abandonment are all tethered to love, connection, and belonging. As those positive values scale up in importance, the corresponding fears scale with them. You only fear heartbreak because your heart is still capable of loving. You only fear rejection because you genuinely crave connection. Caring deeply about a connection creates an immediate exposure to the possibility of losing it. That exposure is what we feel as vulnerability. Whenever you step into the uncertainty of a new relationship, you place something highly valuable at risk. That risk triggers your internal alarm systems. Fear stands beside love, not against it. Feeling afraid is the price of caring for anything precious. That alarm system is an overprotective mechanism designed to keep you safe from harm. It is a part of you trying to help, not a malicious invader trying to ruin your progress. This mechanism operates using old maps. It references historical memories of moments when life felt unsafe, and it overlays those past wounds onto your current situation. Constantly scanning the horizon for danger is draining. This part of you is exhausted from preparing for disasters that haven't actually arrived. We often try to use control to make the fear go away, but human relationships offer absolutely no guarantees. No amount of planning ensures someone will stay forever, or that you will never hurt again. Fighting your fear means you are battling a wounded part of yourself. This part requires compassion rather than elimination. Emotional security requires remaining grounded while the outcome is unknown. Because you cannot extract guarantees from other people, safety must be generated from within. This internal safety is built on self-trust. It is the conscious decision that regardless of how difficult a relationship becomes, you will never abandon yourself. Psychological safety relies on trusting your own resilience to survive the future, rather than trying to perfectly predict it. So you move forward. You enter into life and love with your eyes open, allowing the anxiety to exist alongside you. The fear is allowed to speak and express its concern. But looking at that passenger seat, you realize it no longer dictates your direction. It can travel with you, and it can sit right there and read the map, but it is no longer holding the steering wheel. Feeling a sense of panic when you open your heart is proof that your life currently holds something that matters. Becoming truly secure means learning to travel the long road with your fear without ever letting it lead the way.